Join me as I cut and draft this lovely baggy pants. If you've been interested, let's dive in. So I've taught how to make a basic pants on this channel, so I'll just go straight to the point. I've taken 2 inches from the waistline, so I'll take my waist to my hip, waist to my crunch. Okay, since I'm high waist trouser, I'm going to be adding extra 2 inches to the crunch. Okay, and then I'll take my crunch extension, which is 2-3 inches. Then I'll draw the lines. What I have here, I will draw it down. I'm going to be linking how to draft and cut a basic pants on this video, so you're going to understand. All right, so this is like a baggy pants. It's not fitted, so from the crotch line I will just draw it down. Okay, as you can see, I'm cutting. If you have any questions, kindly leave it on the section, okay, below. I am going to read it and answer you. Meanwhile, like I told you, I am going to be linking this. Okay, I'm going to be linking how to draft a basic trouser on this video, so you could go and watch it there. Now this is for the front, so we're going to cut for the back. You can see there's an extension of 2 inches on the length side. From the crunch area is 3 inches. From the hip area is 1.5. Then I used 1.5 inches up. Okay, you know the back is always bigger than the front, so I took 1.5 inches from the waistline. I took it up. You could use 2 inches. Okay, 2 inches is not bad. So from the 2 inches up, I will draw it down to meet the waistline at the other side. Okay, if that makes sense to you. I'm going to be drawing it down so that you can see what I mean. Since I'm sewing 2, I did not show this other part. I just had to put this pattern here to cut for the other one. Okay, so let's dive into the sewing now. I'll take my front piece and I'll sew this line like so. Okay, this is actually the crotch area where I have the crotch extension. I will sew it. For the back, I like to do 2 stitching at the back. I'll do same for the front. I'll do same for the back. I'll stitch it like this. Like I told you, I'll be doing 2 stitching, especially for the back. So this is what we have. I'll go and serge the rough edge. What the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be joining the sides. If you don't join the sides, you will not be able to attach your baggy pockets. Okay, this is not a cargo pocket. I think maybe subsequently I'll teach you on how to draft and sew a cargo pocket. This is just not a normal baggy pocket. So I'm going to be joining the sides together. As you can see, what I do for this one, I'll do for the other one as well. I'll join the 2 sides together using 0.5 inches. Okay, I've gone ahead to serge, as you can see. Please note, this baggy trouser I actually added from the front pattern. I actually added 2 inches to my hip measurement. Okay, so you know you can add as well as 2 to 5 inches. I didn't take any waist measurement because it's going to be an elastic. So now this is the pocket. Now you can use your desired measurements. You can use 15 by 10. You can use 12 by 15, depending on what you want. I've gone ahead to serge the edges and I've sewn the upper parts. Okay, so now I'll be taking 2 inches. I'll be stitching it down because I want it to have an illusion baggy effect. Okay, so what I'm doing, after stitching the 2 inches down, I'll take 0.25 inches from the edge and stitch it down. Now to stitch it on the pants, I'm going to be taking 9 inches. You could use 8 to 10 inches depending on how high or low you want it to be. So I think I'm taking 10 inches here, but you can make it 9, you can make it 8. This is where I want the baggy pocket to start from. Okay, so I want to use pin to secure it. Remember I told you I'm taking 2 inches from the side because I want the baggy pocket to have an illusion cargo like stuff. Though it's not a cargo pocket, I'll be teaching how to do a cargo pocket soon. So I would cinch it like this and just sew it down using 0.25 inch. Okay, I'll sew it down. What I do for this side, I'll do for the other side. Now look at what I'm doing. I am folding this other side I've serged. I'm making it to be equal to this other side. Okay, just watch closely. See, when it folds, it's equal to this other side. So I'll use pins to secure, then I'll stitch down. Remember, it's 0.25 inches I'm taking. I'll stitch it down. When I get to the base, you see what I'm going to be doing by then. To my subscribers, you rock. If you're new in this channel, you're welcome. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and stitch it down. When I get to the under, I will still turn it using 0.25 inch and stitch. Okay, it's not much of a task. This is how it looks like. You can see what it looks like. So I'll do for the other one. I'm done. Then I told you this thing, I did it to have an illusion baggy effect. So I was stitching only that place down. Okay, like 1 inch down. I'll be stitching it to where I have the cap of the pocket. You know, pockets always have a cap in the sense that you have to fold 1 inch or 2 inches before you start sewing your pocket. So I'll just stitch it 1 inch. Okay, I'll do for all the sides as well. Now I'm done. It's time to join the crotches together. Note, you can put side pockets, okay, side inner pockets, but the fabric wasn't enough. That is why I just opted and did the outer baggy pocket. Okay, so I'll secure with pins and I'll go and stitch it down, after which I'm going to be serging. Now I've turned it. This is what it looks like. The next thing we are going to be doing now, we are going to be deliberating on the waistline. Okay, so now this is what I have. Is actually 6 inches. When you fold 6 inches into 2, you have 3 inches. Now some persons use 5 inches, but I decided to use 6 inches. Okay, then I would measure my round waist. Note, I did not take any inch from the waist measurement since it's going to be having an elastic waist. Okay, so what I have, I would go and measure here. I'll measure here. Like I told you, 6 inches. When you divide into 2, it's 3 inches. So now this is 3 inches on fold. I'll go and measure the waist measurement, and then I'll be adding extra 1 inch. Okay, so I'll join together. As you can see, I've joined this together. Now I'm going to be pinning. When you pin down, that's folding into 2. That is 3 inches. Remember what I told you. So I'm going to be marking where I'm going to be passing my rope, where I'll be putting my buttonhole to pass my rope. I've gotten the mid already. Now on the top of the folded band, I am going to be taking 0.75 inches. I will stitch it round. Okay, 0.75 inches. I will stitch it round. So I'm done stitching. I've gone ahead to do the buttonhole. I'll just go and use my instrument to open it, my seam ripper. Okay, so I've opened it using my seam ripper. I'm opening for the other one. You know I'm sewing 2 but I did not show the other one very well in camera. I did it off camera, so I'm just opening it. Now this is the elastic. I've gone ahead to join it together. Okay, I am going to be taking note of the sides, the back, okay, and the front. Please, this is optional, but this is what I like doing. So I'll take it close to where I stitched the 0.75 inch I stitched, as you can see. Then I am going to be dragging. Please drag if you do not want to make mistake. After dragging, it's going to compress back. Okay, I am just sewing it just a little bit below the elastic, as you can see, just a little bit below the elastic. Be sure to drag. Okay, see what I'm doing. Be sure to drag when stitching so that you get it defined. Look, this is it. Isn't it beautiful? Now we are going to be attaching to it. Remember, I told you I took note of the front, I took note of the sides, I took note of the back. So that's what I'm trying to do now. Okay, very important. So I'm pinning so that it's going to aid me to stitch well. I'll go ahead and stitch round using 0.5 inches. I'll stitch round. After stitching, I am going to be serging. Please, very important to make your work very neat and presentable. Okay, if you're into ready to wear, it's very good you serge properly. Okay, so that you have returning clients. So I've gone ahead to stitch it. I'll go and serge it like I told you. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be transforming this into a rope. I've done that. Now I'll use pin. Okay, please let the rope be almost times 2 or 2.5 of your round waist. Okay, so I've gone ahead to use pin. Then I'll be putting it through the hole, the buttonhole I made. Please do not just use scissors to cut and hole. Make it neat. Okay, make it neat. So I will just pass it round, as you can see. If you find value in this, do well to give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. So I will just pass it, keep passing until it comes out through the other hole I made. Voila, it's out. So I'll just draw it out, remove the pin. Then you have to be careful here so that it doesn't go back. Okay, you just have to keep balancing, adjusting. Now I have done that. Isn't this beautiful? Now I've just got knot the edge. Okay, this is optional anyway because the rope is long enough. It's not going to go back inside, but I just said to knot the edge just once. I'll do same for the other one as well. Okay, then when you put it on, or when your client put it on, they can adjust it and tie to their desired would I say shape or what. Now after this, the next thing I'm going to be doing now is the finishing touches, which is the hemming. I am going to be hemming. You all know what hemming is. I'm going to be finishing the lower parts of the pants. Okay, see how beautiful it looks. Now the hemming I kept actually 1.5 inches, so I'll be using 1.5 inches to hem. What I do for this, I'll do for the other one, like I told you earlier on. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.